Today I'm going to talk about the job of being a head tennis coach in college in Division 2 level, since I decided to interview my current head tennis coach here at ASU, Jason Potoff. In this presentation I'm going to talk about the basic characteristic of being a head tennis coach, and I'm going to talk about the positive and negative aspects of this job. So I'm going to start with the basic characteristic about the position of being a head coach. So a head tennis coach should be able to train the students to improve their tennis skills. A good tennis coach should also be able to motivate his students and have very good communication skills. This is really important. A salary range for a head tennis coach in Division 2 level, it's somewhere in between $50,000 and $90,000 a year. There's some major preferred to be a tennis coach, a head tennis coach. So it's every major like sport related, such as kinesiology, sport management, sport coaching, or like physical education. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities to become a head tennis coach, but like the tennis coach usually start from like coaching in tennis clubs or tennis camps, and then in college tennis coaches usually start at like being like a GA, like graduate assistant, and then become assistant coach, then like make their way up to a head coach position. So my first source for this presentation is going to be by David Mullins, the ITA managing director, who reported in the article How to Become a College Tennis Coach for the website We Are College Tennis in September 2020. And he talks about the chances of getting a job such as this one are, because this is really difficult to get a head coach position in college. Also, something else is that the reputation is really important to have success. The young tennis coaches, they need to make themselves known to become successful. Now I'm going to talk about the information I collected from my interview with Jason Potoff, which is the head tennis coach of the women's tennis team here at ASU. So Jason has more than 10 years of experience in coaching. He's been a head coach for more than 6 years now. So he told me about like the average day for him would be like to mostly take care of his team, travel planning practices, recruiting, taking care of budget, equipment, and everything. He also told me that like a tennis coach have to be adaptable, because everything is really unpredictable in this job. It also depends on like if it's like the on season or off season for the team. So my second source for this presentation, it's by David Wolsten, the reporter for the New York Times, in the papers of September 2022, called At the US Open, Future College Tennis Stars Are an Unsung Draw. And he talks about how college coaches can be found across the biggest tennis tournament, displaying their school colors while they're searching for the next star recruit. So it's like part of recruiting for them. And also something else I've learned is that having experience as a player is really important before coaching. I'm going to talk about now what I've learned about being a head tennis coach. So there are some advantages, like the relationship between the coach and the players. The coaches feel really close to the players, they really take care of them and everything. There's always this competition, this team atmosphere, etc. But there's also some cons, which can be like a lot of responsibilities for the coaches, managing stress, expectations, a lot of time commitments, being sometimes far from family because of traveling, etc. My next step, the next step for me will be to get a master's degree in coaching or sport administration here at ASU, so I could make my way up to maybe being a graduate assistant or an assistant coach. To conclude, so I went over the basic characteristics of coaching. I went over Jason, so my own head coach experience. And yeah, I mean, I can conclude that being a head coach has a lot of pros and cons, but it all comes with having the passion for the sport or coaching. And this is why I think I could be a really good fit